No business owner that I know questions the role of government in protecting the basic health and safety and well-being of the public and the employees. But far too often, Washington has issued regulations that needlessly burden job creation and bury our small businesses in a mountain of paperwork. One particularly troubling regulation is the EPA's proposed rule, which would govern emissions from thousands of commercial, industrial, and institutional boilers. It's known as the Boiler Met regulation. Since these rules were first proposed last year, I've been very troubled about their impact and the cost of the regulation. Whether the initial regulations are estimated to cost $10 billion that EPA says, or $20 billion that the industry maintains, there is no doubt that they would impose a tremendous burden on manufacturers at a time when that sector of our economy is struggling. I've introduced my own regulatory reform bill. I call it the CURB Act. It stands for Clearing Unnecessary Regulatory Burdens. It's co-sponsored by Senator Barrasso, and it would advance 3 common sense provisions to ease the regulatory burden on our nation's businesses. The CURB Act would require federal agencies to analyze the indirect costs of regulations, such as the impact on job creation, energy costs, and consumer prices. These regulations matter. They hamper the economic recovery, and they impede the creation of jobs at a time when our economy is still struggling. As Senator Barrasso mentioned, the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee has jurisdiction over the regulatory process. We have held several hearings to hear from our colleagues who have excellent proposals, and my hope is that we can take the best elements from all of the bills that have been introduced and produce comprehensive regulatory reform legislation that is going to make a real difference to job creation and the health of our economy.